Between 1946 and 1950, two French anthropologists, Marcel Griaule and Germaine Dieterlen, recorded an astonishing body of star knowledge among the Dogon of Bandiagara in the cliffs of what is now Mali. Published in 1950 as a Sudanese Sirius system, their study set down, in the people's own words, a detailed cosmology built around the star Sirius and a tiny, invisible companion the Dogon called Digitaria. This deck follows that account, the ceremony it governs, the stars it names, and the great myth of creation it carries.
At the center of Dogon knowledge stands Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. Yet Sirius, they insist, is not the heart of the system. The heart is Digitaria, a star so small it is called the smallest thing there is, and so heavy that all earthly beings combined could not lift it. It is invisible, circling Sirius once in about 50 years. Generations later, readers would be astonished. Modern astronomy knows Sirius has exactly such a companion, a dense white dwarf, unseen by the naked eye, orbiting in roughly 50 years.
First, where this knowledge came from, and the elders who agreed, very cautiously, to reveal a fraction of it. The knowledge was gathered from 4 Sudanese peoples, the Dogon of Bandiagara, the Bambara and the Bozo of Sigui, and the Minyananka of Kutiala. The main investigation ran among the Dogon between 1946 and 1950. 4 elders served as the principal informants. Among them was Onyanyanka Dolo, a patriarch of the Aru, who expounded the system as a whole, and Inakuzu Dolo, an aged priestess of Amma and a soothsayer. Griaule and Dieterlen merged the 4 accounts into a single statement, presenting the documents, as they wrote, in the raw. The authors were careful. What they recorded, they said, was only a slight acquaintance with an extremely secret body of knowledge. Just as the layman sees Sirius merely as the brightest star, the rules first revealed to initiates are deliberately simplified in some parts and complicated in others, so as to divert attention from calculations far more secret. The system describes one phase of a revelation permitted to top-ranking initiates who were not themselves responsible for the deepest computations. How men without instruments could know the movements of near-invisible stars, Griaule admitted, had not even been posed. At the surface of this system lies a great ceremony held once in a lifetime, whose whole purpose is to make the world new again. Every 60 years, the Dogon hold a ceremony called the Sigui, whose purpose is the renovation of the world. Its timing is read from omens at Yourougou. A fault in the village rock glows red in the year before, and a spot outside the village fills with elongated gourds that no one has sown. When these signs appear, the elders of the Aru tribe count the interval with 30 drinking bouts of millet beer, held 2 years apart, each bout marked by the eldest elder with a single cowrie shell. The Sigi leaves a physical archive. For each ceremony, a great wooden mask is carved, sometimes 10 meters long, and kept hidden in the rocks beside the masks of earlier festivals, the oldest dating to around 1780 and 1720. At Ibi, carved poles record 9 ceremonies, reaching back by this reckoning toward the 13th and 15th centuries. Woven baobab fiber fermentation stands, 1 per Sigui, hang in long sequences from the beam in the Hogan's house. Through these objects, the Dogon keep count of cycles spanning many hundreds of years. Beneath the ceremony lies astronomy, the real subject for the male initiates, and the reason the Sigui is named for a star. The Dogon call Sirius Sigui Tolo, the star of the Sigi, and tie it directly to the ceremony of renewing the world. Yet Sirius, they say, is not the basis of the system. It is merely one focus of the orbit of a tiny star called Digitaria, Tolo, which, unaided, holds the attention of male initiates. So important is this companion that, unlike the other regions of the sky which are assigned to particular tribes, the Digitaria system belongs to no single group. It is held in common by all men. Digitaria, the Dogon say, is the smallest thing in the sky, and at the same time, the heaviest. It is made of a metal called sagala, a little brighter than iron, and so dense that all earthly beings combined could not lift it. The star weighs, in their image, the equivalent of 480 donkey loads. Sirius appears red to the eye, Digitaria white. And Digitaria, they insist, is the axis of the whole world. Without its movement, no other star could hold its course. Digitaria's orbit around Sirius stands perpendicular to the horizon, and the Dogon trace it with care. When the small star draws near, Sirius brightens. When it is far, Digitaria twinkles, seeming to split into several stars. The period is reckoned at about 50 years, though it is counted double, as 100, because Sigus are convened in twinned pairs. The path itself is read as a sign of excision and circumcision, of the knife and the foreskin, binding the heavens to the renewal of human beings as well as of the world. These stars are not only counted, they are the frame of a whole story of creation, of twin spirits, and of a fall that scarred the earth. Before any other star, the Dogon say, God created Digitaria. It is the egg of the world, the infinitely tiny seed from which everything visible and invisible developed. It is made of 3 of the 4 basic elements, air, fire, and water, with the element earth replaced by metal. From its center, a conical spiral ejected ever larger seeds, the first work of creation. The figure of this spiral, drawn in millet pulp, is called the life of the world, the microcosm that summarizes the universe. Digitaria, they say, is the granary for everything in the world. Digitaria is not Sirius's only companion. A second star, Sorghum-Female, Tolo, is larger, 4 times lighter, and travels a wider path in the same 50 years, set at right angles to Digitaria. It is the seat of the female souls of all living and future beings, and is called the Sun of Women, casting beams that catch souls at the surface of the family pools. It carries its own satellite, the Star of Women, a little goatherd that guides it across the sky. A myth explains how time itself was reformed. In the beginning, the supreme chief was sacrificed at the end of his 7th year, his spirit sent to nourish the invisible Digitaria. 7 chiefs died this way across 49 years. But the 8th, with his son's complicity, feigned death, lay dormant for months, then reappeared, declaring he had been to Digitaria and learned its secrets. From then on, he ruled. Every Hogan would reign for 60 years, the very interval that now separates one Sigui from the next. He raised the sky and completely revised the reckoning of time. Creation, the Dogon say, should have produced twin Nommo instructors from twin placentas. Instead, a single male being burst out alone and, seeking his missing twin, tore away a piece of the placenta that became the earth, an act that turned him into the pale fox, Yourougou, and spread impurity, leaving the ground dry and barren. The remedy was the sacrifice of a Nommo and the descent of his twin with life-giving, purifying rain. Yourougou's fate is to chase his lost twin forever, and that, on the mythic level, is Digitaria, endlessly circling Sirius and never able to reach it. The same star knowledge runs through neighboring peoples. The Bambara call Sirius Sigui Dolo, the star of the foundation, and Digitaria Fini Dolo. The pair are named the two stars of knowledge, the seat of all learning, and are woven into the checkered Korowaya blanket that maps the sky. In Bambara myth, Sirius is Muso Koroni Kundye, twin of Pemba, who inaugurated circumcision and excision. The Bozo, too, know the system, calling Sirius the sitting trouser, and its satellite the eye star. Across the region, one sky is read in many tongues. Recorded in the people's own words, the Dogon Sirius system binds a 60-year ceremony, a hidden companion star, and a vast myth of creation into a single design for renewing the world. Its uncanny echoes of modern astronomy, an invisible and immensely dense companion to Sirius, orbiting in roughly 50 years, would make it one of the most debated records in anthropology. Whatever its origin, it stands as a monument to how deeply an African people watched, named, and wove meaning into the night sky. From Africa Good Life, keep watching and keep questioning.